Security scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me. Envoys haven't needed diplomatic visas since the Colony War.
The law's the law, sir, and that one's still on the books. New Atlantis Security Charter 2308 Addendum, Article 2, Section 8.
Ludicrous. You made all that up. But 20 years ago. I am Representative Evans Chisholm of the Freestyle Collective. I've been coming here for months trying to ensure continued peace.
I don't make up the laws, Representative. I just enforce them. You have a good day now. Someplace else. How are you today?
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? I apologize for snapping. No, I'm definitely not all right. I've got work to do at the embassy. And our overly diligent security officer over there won't let me enter the city. Claims I need a diplomatic visa, which I have never needed before in all the time I've visited New Atlantis. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestyle Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Fine. Seems like I'm at everyone's mercy today.
Have a good one.
It took years to get it looking just like
To challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills, Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
It's a shame House Varun abandoned their embassy. I bet we could have learned a lot from one another.
Yes, exactly. It's like
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. Do you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels, understand his pain, accept it, and deliver it not back upon him.
Empathy. You mean empathy? But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity peace and war back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last. Nothing ever really changes.
It's not easy, no, but necessary. Because you see, everything has changed. God has given us the intelligence, the ingenuity to reach into the stars, to travel his path, to truly find him. But we can't do it alone. The only way is through unity. Ah, yes, Andreas. Yes, unity. Well, I'm sure you all have other things to do. Thank you for taking the time to stop and talk with me. I just happened to bump into a few friends seeking some spiritual guidance. I hope we weren't in the way or a distraction.
I'm happy to help out in whatever way I can here. Anything Thomas needs, I'm here for him. I try and take a few trips each year now. No real destination in mind, it's the jumping that matters.
Is there anything I can help with? I may not always have the perfect advice for people, but I try to just be here for them. I think that's what they really need more than anything else. Were you seeking worldly wisdom or just a friendly ear? Ah, that's wonderful to hear. It brings me great joy to know that my scattered thoughts can help others. I assume then you've read Among the Grav Jumps. It's the one writing that most often introduces most people to us. That's all right. I'm sure it just escaped your memory. So many things do over time. There must be a copy around here somewhere. If you do happen to peruse it, I would enjoy hearing your thoughts on the idea. Wonderful. I really would be happy to discuss it with you sometime. There's so many mysteries in the universe, so many unknowns. I try to help out others when I get the chance.
Have you ever heard one of his sermons? They're really good. Even just the sound of his voice is comforting, I guess.
I don't really go for all this religion stuff, but I like talking to Aquilus. Hello.
The Free Star Collective. A collective of snakes. What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the FC accountable for the terrible things they've done. The Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Free Star Collective was out for blood. The Free Star Collective took my father away from me. But that's not what I want. I don't want us to move on. I want people to wake up and realize what the FC did to us, and I want them to be angry. I want justice and closure for everyone in the UC. Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's infuriating. Tear it down. Tear it all down. Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break any law and treaty that they feel like. It doesn't matter to them. Bye.
Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial. You know, to pay our respects.
Just tell me how many zeros I need to add to the offer.
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't sell to you. UC citizens only.
Ah, I think I understand. And the cost to put me down as a citizen would be what exactly?
Sir, bribery is a crime in the colonies.
Fine. Perhaps I'll just be having a chat with your superiors then. Good day.
We've got some lovely places available, if you've earned your citizenship, of course.
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
Welcome to the Free Star Embassy. Is there something I can help you with? Unless you have an appointment, only Free Star diplomats and security members are allowed inside. And because you're asking the question, I take it you don't have one. Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
Yeah, I don't know why they set up shop here. They'd be better off in Neon, but Outland's used to people like us.
So the hardware is worth the trip?
Best in the settled systems. Expensive as hell, but once you are kitted out, we can go after the big bounties.
I just wish everyone wasn't staring at us.
Screw them. Let's do some business.
You're not
a
your
local
own
either?
business. Just shopping.
New Atlantis people are always putting on airs. Being in the UC always makes my skin crawl.
If you need serious firepower, Outlands
You're only as safe as your equipment out there. Welcome to Outland. We deal in only the finest, most reliable gear for whatever adventures may await you. All of our products come highly recommended by individuals who have devoted their lives to distant travel. And while I've never needed them myself, I stand by everything we offer. I've never left the planet, so no, I do not. Goodness, no, I just couldn't. You're out there millions of miles away from anything, and if something goes wrong, I can't stomach the thought. I prefer solid ground under my feet at all times. And preferably a hot, fresh coffee within reach. Can't get those in space either. I do. In this line of work, it's essential, don't you think? Not seeing people come back would not only suggest that they're not satisfied with our business, but that whatever they purchased had failed, leaving them unable to return. I would not be able to sleep at night if I thought that were the case. Yes, by all means, have a look.
for a cup of coffee right about now.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
So, where to next?
What can I do for you, Captain? This is so cool! Of course, I am sworn to tell you the truth, and nothing but. Oh, I'm not that interesting. I like coffee, I like tea, and I like worshipping the ground you walk on. Well, you technically don't walk. Angels tend to glide. Well, for one, your triumph on Vectera was all over the news. But I believe that's only the beginning. The first chapter in a 437-book anthology documenting your greatness. It's only a matter of time before they start writing it. I'll be counting the seconds until they do. 1001, 1002. Oh, don't worry. My love for you is completely platonic. Unbreakable? Yes. Unyielding? Absolutely. Romantic? Oh, God, no. I would never sully something so pure with something so ordinary. Oh no, that sounds ominous. Or I could stand beside you and make you my chief interest. That sounds much better. Oh, good. For a second, I thought you were about to say something mean, which would completely knock over the giant pedestal I've placed you on.
Let's put this one to disgrace. Orbital pattern locked in.
We should definitely stock up on supplies at the exchange.
Greetings, Captain.
Oh, what a lovely view of the Martian sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
That outfit protect against lasers too? If not, you might want to take a step back.
Leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir. Mass removal in progress. Watch your step. Sorry, we've got a backlog.
Need some work done?
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels.
Things have been pretty quiet around here lately. Usually means someone's up to something. We just haven't found out what yet. Sergeant Booth at your service. If you have a security-related concern, bring it up to me. Not if I've got anything to say about it. For real, though. I don't know if it's because everyone's too busy working, or if it's because of the military presence, but crime's pretty low. We get the occasional drunken brawls, petty thefts and stuff, but Sidonia ain't exactly a hotbed of crime. We're not Neon. As much as someone's last name is a nickname, friends, acquaintances, and other locals call me Booth. You can call me Sergeant Booth. Be seeing you around.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any spiritual needs you may have.
Sorry. What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings. I think we have a couple contracts ending at the end of next month. Possible, they may not extend them.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist then.
Hey, I get it. There's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry, but I have to get back to work. Finding's fair work. You can't take it all so seriously.
Maybe it's not too late to catch a ride back home.
We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships. You know, I believe we've got the best mining team ever assembled here. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor. Mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now.
Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. Yeah, don't you think I want to? Corporate sets the contracts and they're not giving out anymore, so we work with what we've got. Something to do with insurance, benefits, and other liabilities. So I don't make the rules. Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this is the next best thing. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Particle designation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Chief Angeles delivered what was by all accounts a passionate and moving sermon on greed and the responsibility of man. A small gathering of Sanctum Universal faithful listened to hear their founder, but some passerbys expressed frustration. I was just going to Galbank, one person said. Do I have to be subjected to universal propaganda? But this view may be in the minority, as the message of the Universals continues to spread far and wide.
Spills or unsafe conditions on the upper levels to the Sidonia Department of Public Works.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. You'd think someone would have invented a way to keep rocks out of boots.
But cooperation is in short supply after the colony war.
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
Wait, you're not? I could have sworn...
No, sir. I am the company's psychologist. Same as last time you asked.
Right, I knew that. Keep up the good work, then. Do you work for me? It's hard to keep track these days. Mining must be a fun job, or else why would we keep getting so many applicants?
If you notice any of the miners exhibiting worrisome behavior, feel free to... Worker satisfaction has been trending upwards recently. Taking their psychological concerns into account is playing a part in
The HR headcount for me? Sorry, Tia. I'll bring it up again at the next meeting. But I doubt anything's going to happen.
Patience. Be advised to secure loose articles
It's
and
hard
find
not to
stable
worry.
ground
Your
or
spouse is the
remain
one
seated
doing all the
in the
hard
event of
work down
unforeseen
in
tremors.
France.
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits after all this time.
Sidonia's not so bad. Honest work, good pay.
Get a lot of
I
new
can't-
faces passing through here. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust. You don't guess. You know that. And you better know it if you want to keep drinking in my bar. Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. We don't do too many fancy mixed drinks, at least not the kind you get in Neon or New Atlantis. It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good. He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine. Agreed on a discount, right? Let me confirm the amount. Okay, let's talk. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Before you say anything, no. Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck, even Earth is nothing like what Earth used to be.
I need a stiff drink right after the day I've had. Fancy seeing you here.
Hey.
Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? What? Oh, heavens no. These bags under my eyes are just... how I look? Okay, you got me. I am pretty tired, but I can do this. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
You know, silly. List. The League of Independent Settlers? Do I detect a glint of recognition in your eyes? I think so. How can I help make today your very best day? Why, we help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials. I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you do my paperwork for me. Although, I wouldn't mind the help. Oh, that's just a few applications worth. That's what the human touch looks like. No impersonal computer surveys or security breaches to compromise your private information. Just me and some good old-fashioned ink and paper. Every applicant gets a battery of in-person interviews and has every step of their application completed and carefully reviewed to ensure their particular requirements for the ideal location are understood and met to perfection. Try getting that from the UC or Freestar resettlement programs. Used to have an office on Aquila, but, you know, budget cuts. But it turned out for the best. Now they send me all over settled space where I can interface directly with the people. I'm a people person, as you can probably already tell. Not to worry. The mountains of papers are my responsibility. We're looking for folks with ships and or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications? You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, the oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? I am glad you asked. List provides members with a few tangible benefits and a few intangible ones. First off, we locate an ideal location matching the needs and desires of our members. After that, we provide transportation, as well as a starter set including basic hab modules, extractors, and seeds for farming, etc. Everything needed to get off to a good start. Then we set up a small encrypted satellite to aid communication between distant neighbors and the rare List ship that swings by the sector to offer aid and trade supplies if desired. But more importantly, List provides its members the satisfaction of living on their own and on their own terms, independent, free from harassment and governmental interference. Bring any suitable planet survey data slates to me, and I'll happily pay you for them. And you'll also earn an immediate commission for each interested party who signs up for the list. So get on out there and make truly independent living a dream come true, and turn a few credits while you're at it. Excellent! Thank you for any assistance you can lend us. Whoops! Nearly forgot. Take this.
original son.
Hello there.
The Red Planet lives up to its name, huh?
Okay, wow.
Excuse me.
Let me know if you need something.
Their friend offered me a nice cushy office job, but I'm making double out here missing all their lives. You can't tell one day from the next anymore. Time went somewhere. I thought it was just a couple of nests. Yes. Okay. I've heard of you guys. Not sure I'd be interested. Does that actually work on people? I'm starting to believe that. Thanks. Maybe I've been too proud. I probably do need a hand with some things. Nobody's on anyone's side. We're all basically doing this on our own. I'm not interested. Uh-huh.
Yes. What?
There's nothing like seeing the weed struck oil.
Almost break time.
Talk to me if you reckon you can hack it as a bounty hunter.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out our posts on the mission boards. Oh, darling. We're the baddest bounty hunters in the settled systems. People pay us to find criminals, scum, and other lowlives when they don't want to or can't track them down themselves. Ooh, should I tell ya? What the hell? It got me in trouble, but it's a good story. So, I got a bounty for this guy. Real tough spacer, you know? I find his ship, board without him knowing, and I literally catch him with his pants down, getting ready for the day or something, I don't know. Anyway, before he can react, I tackle him to the ground to cuff him, and he lets off a sly quip thinking he's got game, but I don't take kindly to that kind of advance, see? And well, bounty says alive or dead, so I make the call and I put him down. Anyway, turns out it wasn't the right guy, but this guy was also wanted. What are the odds, right? Well, the Alliance didn't think it was as funny as I did, so now I'm stuck here helping new recruits. So, you're fixing to take yourself on a little bounty hunt. Well, look no further than the Broken Spear. The Trackers Alliance posts jobs on the mission board over there. Big old console, can't miss it. Now, look, much as I'm itching to get back out there and take down wanted marks on my own, I can't help you any more than that. So, don't come crying to me if you can't hack it, you hear? Mission boards? Yeah, you'll find one here in the Broken Spear. They're usually in spaceport bars like that. Trackers Alliance posts bounty jobs on them, but you can find all sorts of freelance missions. Good way to make some creds. Hey, y'all better not be taking all the fun jobs yourself, you hear? I'm almost done with this assignment, so you better leave some for me. Good. If you recall, I'm only stationed here because of a mistake I made. Been bugging me ever since the bounty that got away. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you. He doesn't know it, but he's got a chip in him with a unique ID. Part of the reason he's learned to keep out of the major cities and settlements. Trackers always manage to find him when he comes to town, so he just stays away. But he's a slippery fella. That's why I want to send someone to catch him where he feels safe, just along the outskirts. Sensors tuned to that chip. Makes sense now, don't it? Ken Placus, smuggler, the worst kind. Deals in all sorts of black market goods. He's wanted for grand theft, human trafficking, murder, you name it. He's also extremely good at what he does. He's eluded the best of UC security for years. He's even slipped by our own trackers, myself included. I'm convinced he set me up to fail, found a look-alike to unwittingly take a fall, made me look bad. So I'm sure you understand it's kind of personal. Alright, so you're gonna want to take this here sensor and put it way up at the tippy top of the old Mars launchpad tower where it's nice and unobstructed. You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, or else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity's on the low side, but not that low. It'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry. Get it? Got it? Good.
Used to think I was Vanguard material, until I discovered that space travel turns my stomach in knots.
This here is the most important work in the galaxy. We mine the resources that make spaceships possible. Pardon?
How goes?
Hi there, friend.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. You'd think someone would have
This
invented
life
a way
ain't
to
easy,
keep rocks out of boots.
Hello.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm just not interested. Cargo across half the universe to pay for this cleaning.
Hey. Oh, hello there. Were you standing there long? Oh, sure, certainly. Bring me suitable planetary data scans for planets and moons that have O2 atmospheres and signs of life, and I'll pay you appropriately. The more habitable, the more I'll pay you for them. And you'll earn an immediate commission for anyone you sign up to the list. No need to return to me, we'll send the credits directly. Keep your ears open for people who sound like they need a change of pace or a fresh start. Bars are usually good places to overhear people complaining about things. That's why I hang out in them. So no for share. Oh, well, I guess I'm a dreamer. Always have been. My head in the nebula, as my dad would say. But I'm not cut out for the independent life, not really. But I want to be a part of all this, so here I am, helping people achieve their dreams, doing my part to make the universe a better place. Maybe with a smidge of living vicariously through the people I meet doing this. like yourself. I like to imagine I've somehow become a small part of your adventures. Oh my, I completely forgot. Yes, of course. We have an amazing pamphlet called Top of the List, which is scientifically proven to work 90% of the time. Though, I'm afraid there's a small fee to cover printing expenses. But your commission will more than make up for that, I can assure you. Wha-bam! There you go. Stop it, you. Not while I'm on the clock, anyway. Though I'm always on the clock. Thanks anyway, though. You're too kind. I'm sure you're very busy doing more important things. See ya.
Howdy. My buddy Mitch keeps asking me if I can help him out with something, but I just don't have the time.
Fire that here? What's the matter with you?
procedure 005799EF not found.
Just doing the same thing I do every day. Supervising these machines.
Ugh. Don't you hate it when your suit rides up?
Sometimes I feel like I deal with robots more than people on this job.
How about that Martian weather, huh?
If you're looking for spare parts,
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way. Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Careful not to fall around here. We'd have to shut everything down to get you back.
They've got it way easier on the inside. Try spending all day as a
Buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out with something, but I just don't have the time.